Good morning, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Today we have a Gibson ES-335 with a nasty headstock brake. We are lucky it didn't break all the way through the front, but this is the second break on this electric guitar. A little bit of history. This guitar has already got a break before. So that's the glue joint here, and that was a crack that was already there before. And if you notice, this is the new wood, but here, this section here, it's a little bit more shiny, and there's the old wood, the old glue. So it's gonna be a bit tricky to clean this up and get rid of enough material but to leave only the wood exposed without removing too much, and then have a new glue up done all the way. Unfortunately, I didn't have the chance to glue it the first time around. I would have chosen a different glue, but that's the way it goes. I'll have to do it as good as I can the second time around, so wish me luck. Welcome back. I'd like to explain what's going on. This is the old glue that I'm trying to remove. It's a little bit white and a little bit flaky on the edges here, and this is my job, to remove all this, to make sure that's a better view, to make sure here we have a clean joint. You see there's some white, there's flakes, so we need to remove it. The glue that you see in the background, don't mind it, that's cheap stuff, it's not used for this. I sometimes repair also amplifiers, and we use that to stick the covering. So I will use my own tried and tested glue this time on this guitar, and hopefully it will last a good few years as well. Oh look, a tiny little knot on the fretboard. I forgot about that. Yep, unique. And so a chip of the old brake has come loose. You can see here it has never been glued properly before. I knew about this from when I first saw the repair, the first repair that is. So this piece has come off, and soon this as well. I will clean it and then try to fix it as best I can. I'm pretty sure the brake here and here won't line up very well because I've tried it. I'll try to make sure I can improve that a little bit, but I'm honestly not very confident. What I'll do is, if I can, on a few millimeters inside of the brake, I'll try to add some dye to the glue so that when it oozes out, maybe it will fill up a little bit of red, so that I can have a better glue up. Before this was in my hands, I remember it had a few white marks on the edge, and I'm trying to remove those as well because they are old glue, and the more you remove old glue the better, like this. Excuse the focus, but yeah, a little bit like this, you see. It's a bit of a second-hand job that you have to do when you are a technician, so unfortunately you only have one go at this usually, and if it's not done properly, then you have to try your best the next time. Please note I didn't do the first break, so let's see if I can make it a little bit better. Keeping up with the I don't care mentality, unfortunately you can see old glue here, coming off, and here on the edge. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Not even a cleanup after they finished. So, yeah. Alright, and we're back. I glued the brake. As you can see, there is a bit of fluff that's from the piece of felt that I used, so that I don't mark the finish. I will need to clean that up. There's a decent amount of lining between the crack itself. However, as I suspected, it's not completely flush. That may be due to a lot of factors. Mostly is the fact that there is only an old brake, and the guitar happened to break at the same place. However, if you look closely, maybe it's hard to see. There's a new crack down here, and the old crack up on the top. However, moving outwards, there is no such thing. There is only one line, and that means that the old crack has given away. I knew this guitar was going to break someday or another when I saw the first repair that has been done, and well, it happened like 10-13 years later. I don't remember exactly when this was done, so hopefully now I have glued it the best I can, and it will last longer than that. Having said that, the guitar has a lot of battle scars. That's the headstock, and there's the back. I've serviced this guitar like a few months back, so it's not that dirty, it's not that bad. I just noticed this as well while I was cleaning the back, that there is a few cracks developing in the finish, so that means the guitar is aging as well, so aging gracefully, I might say. Let's continue. And here I am, I'm doing some sanding and preliminary cleanup. Those white witness marks could be that the paint is a little bit missing. So I will consider in this case putting a few drops of nitrocellulose lacquer to fill in the gaps. Let's see how it goes. So after cleaning up, this is what we get. It's not bad, and I'd consider leaving it as it is, but let's see, because when you're looking into things so closely, then you may start to overwork it. But I'll have to look at it once it's a little bit closer to the finish. I'll still do it though. I know me, I'm going to fill that up a little bit more. So that will take a couple of days extra to let quite some time to let the nitrocellulose cure. And we buff and polish after that's been done as well. So you can remember there was this piece that came off missing, and I stuck it back in there. There's a few lacquer spots that are missing, so I may just fix those, although they're not too bad. Okay, later. And here we are. I decided to fill those gaps, and I left them a little bit proud. So now let's go and polish and level the thing out. So we're back. I've polished it as best I could, and I took out the steps on the side. However, this hasn't cleaned up very well. It's not bad, but it's not what I wanted, to be fair. But I'm stopping here because I don't want to paint this. I'd rather have a witness that it has been repaired rather than having an overspray and someone would look at it and say, oh, this has been sprayed or it has been burst, to cover the damage. I know the owner wouldn't mind because it was bad as it was before, and now somewhat even better, even though I was second to it to repair it. As I said, it is what it is. We did our best, and you always do your best on certain things, but I wasn't the first to repair this, and to be honest, I hope I will be the last, but you only have one shot at doing the first job right, so fingers crossed. Anyway, I'll string this up. I've polished a little bit the body while I was here, just a nice clean, and I'll string this up and it will be ready to play. See ya, bye bye.